Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Officers Adda channel of Adda 24/7. So we are doing the summary of the act and the important questions of that act. For the whole content of your BRBL book, the paid class is there. In the paid class, whatever the content I am giving in you in the PPT, that is sufficient for your examination point of view. Okay, now let's move toward the summary and exam oriented question. So guys, we have already done module D, right? We have already done module D, and right now module C is going on. Right now module C is going on, so that's why this is very important from the examination point of view. Okay, now so today's act is basically Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. So what exactly this scheme means? See, first of all, we have to understand what is Ombudsman. We have to understand what is Ombudsman. So Ombudsman is that authority who have authorized to listen the complaint of the customer. That is the work of Ombudsman. We know that we have a court, we can go to the court for the justice, but for the particular purpose, the Ombudsman is basically, there to just listen the complaint. Okay, so in our act, we have to study what? Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. So this is the integrated. What is integrated? 3 acts has been merged and it is converted into the 1 act. It means now we do not have to study the 3 acts regarding the Ombudsman. See, what are the 3 acts? The first is Banking Ombudsman, NBFC Ombudsman, Digital Transaction Ombudsman. So 3 separate Ombudsman Act was there, but these 3 has been removed. Now the complaint regarding bank, the complaint regarding NBFC, and the complaint regarding digital transaction, all these things come in the hand of this act. So this is the basic purpose of the act. This is the basic purpose of the act. Is that okay? Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. Done, guys? So it coverage most bank, financial institution and system participant. Beside providing definition of the term most often used in the scheme at various places, the scheme deal with the location of office of the Ombudsman appointed under the scheme, their power and the customer grievances, dispute they would be required to take cognizance and resolve of the satisfaction of the party. Okay, that's cool. Next. The scheme also speak about the setting of centralized receipt processing center. This is very important. This is very important, guys. What is this? CRPC. The short name is CRPC. So what exactly the CRPC is? That is so simple. The short name is CRPC. So this is the processing center in which, suppose if any complaint will go, so that CRPC will initiate the complaint. That CRPC will initiate the complaint. Okay. For processing of customer complaint relevant to the scheme and the staffing of the office of the Ombudsman, and the CRPC will responsibility and the cost of RBI. It means RBI have a power to organize CRPC, and the whatever cost that is spent on CRPC, that will given by the RBI. That is important. The scheme also has provision for party to the dispute appealing against the decision given by Ombudsman subject to the certain condition. Okay, suppose Nikita ma'am is complainant. She filed the complaint to Ombudsman, appellant authority. There should be appellant authority also regarding this one. Okay, so if we are not satisfied with the decision of Ombudsman, so we have a right to go to the appellant authority. That's it. The scheme allow RBI through an order to suspend for such period as may be specified in the order and the operation of all or any of the clauses of the scheme, either generally or in relation to the any specified regulated entity. And what is regulated entity? Bank, NBFC, system participant. That's it. So these are the regulated entity. Okay. Under the scheme, who is appellant authority? Tell me. The first option is Governor of RBI. Second is Finance Minister. Third is Deputy Governor. Fourth is Executive Director of RBI. Tell me, who is appellant authority? Who is appellant authority? Who is appellant authority? So the right answer, appellant authority, that is the executive director. D is the right answer. Okay. What is the maximum period for which ombudsman, deputy ombudsman may appointed under the scheme? It means what is the tenure of ombudsman and deputy ombudsman? Tell me. Tenure. What is the tenure? So the tenure is basically 3 years. B is the right answer. All complaints may be sent under scheme to the CRPC only. Tell me. All complaints may be sent under the scheme to the CRPC only. Tell me. Right and wrong. So the correct answer is not only CRPC, but we can also suppose if somebody complaint given to the RBI, so RBI can also send it to the CRPC. So that is not only. If only is not written, then you can tick mark on the right answer. If complaint made by a customer to a regulated entity is not replied, what is the minimum period after it received by RE? May the customer make a complaint to the ombudsman? That is important. That is important, guys. Tell me. That is important. What is the right answer? The right answer for this one is basically 1 month. Okay, next. An ombudsman would be sent copy of complaint received from the customer of regulated entity to the regulated entity. Suppose if Nikita ma'am have filed a complaint against regulated entity to the ombudsman, so the ombudsman will give the copy of that complaint to the regulated entity or not? Tell me. Those candidates who are just seeing this session in the recorded form, please note down this session. That is true. That is true, guys. Okay. So these are the 5 questions for this one. Okay. Now let's start with the Consumer Protection Act. I think we have finished this act. Okay. So Consumer Protection Act is basically made in 1986. But in 2019, we know that various technology come into picture. So with the technology also, we just purchase the goods and services. So if any defect will come, we can file the case. So the Consumer Protection Act is nothing but it is basically, who is consumer? So consumer is a person. See, who is consumer? Because see, I have already told you the definition of consumer. I have already told you, okay, in the definition terms. So consumer is basically one who consume goods and avail the services. That is called consumer. If a person have purchased the goods and avail the services for the resale and for the commercial purpose, that person cannot be act as a consumer. This is very important definition. So the Consumer Protection Act, as you can easily see that 9th August 2019, this amended act come into picture, right? While certain provision of act like establishing the, in 2019, the Central Consumer Protection Authority come into picture. This authority was not there in 1986 Act, okay? Section 2 defined the various definition terms that we have already discussed in the definition terms. The unit also deals with the establishment of what? Central Consumer Protection Council, State Consumer Protection Council, and District Consumer Protection Council, which are advisory council. What are they? They are the advisory council, mainly to render advice on the promotion and protection. It means what are the rights of these council? The rights is very simple. You can see promotion and protection of consumer rights under this act. This is the right answer. Okay, this is the right answer. Done, class? Now, the Central Consumer Protection Authority, this is the authority. The main work of this is to protect, promote, enforce the right of consumer, okay? Prevent violation of consumer rights under this act, inquire and cause an inquiry or investigation to be made in the violation of consumer rights or unfair trade practices, file complaint before District Commission, State Commission and National Commission, and review the matter relating to and factor inhibiting the enjoyment of consumer right. So these are the, you can say, important one. These are the main functions of CCPA, that is a consumer, Central Consumer Protection Authority. That is very important. That is very, very much important, guys. Is that okay? Done? This is important. Let me make a diagram. A very important one, okay? This is 1986 one, 2019, 2021. We are just talking about the jurisdiction. We are just talking about the jurisdiction, okay? So we know that we have a three authority. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have a three authority. So this is your District Commission. This is your State Commission. And this is your National Commission. National Commission. So there are three commissions. So what is the limitation we have to understand? The limitation is basically up to 20 lakh, up to 20 lakh, right? Under state, 20 lakh to 1 CR. And this is above 1 CR. This is of 1986 one. Okay? 2019 up to 1 CR, 1 CR to 10 CR. This is above 10 CR. 2021, this is up to 50 lakh. This is 50 lakh to 2 crore, and this is above 2 crore. So this is your limitation that you have to understand. 20 lakh to 1 crore. This is 1 crore. You have to at least remember these 2 years. That is very important. This is very, very much important. Please revise the jurisdiction. If any goods and services is of below 1 crore, suppose of 50 lakh, so under 2019, that will directly go to the state commission. So this is your jurisdiction. This is your jurisdiction. And one thing I just want to highlight you. What? See, district commission to state commission, that is within 45 days. State commission to national commission, 30 days. And national commission to Supreme Court, that is 30 days. So this is the appeal days class. This is the what? Appeal days. That is important. District to state, state to national, national to Supreme Court. And if Nikita ma'am wants to file the case, so Nikita ma'am her 2 year of limitation. Nikita ma'am have a limitation period of 2 year. 2 year limitation if I want to file the case to the district commission. If I want to file the case directly to the state commission, 2 year limitation. National commission, 2 year limitation. Limitation means under 2 year I have to file the case, otherwise my right to filing the case will be dissolved. That is very important. Okay, now let's do the question. Which one is the following is not complainant class? Tell me, which is not the complainant under the provision of this? Any voluntary consumer association registered under this act, mediator, central authority, legal heir and legal representative. Who? Tell me. Complainant means the person who filed the complaint. It means the person who filed the complaint. So under this question, the right answer will be mediator, because mediator is the authority who will solve the dispute. Okay. Consumer include person who buy goods services for the commercial purpose. I have told you the definition. I have told you the definition, guys. So a consumer include person who buy goods services for commercial purpose. That is false. Which one of the following is the chairperson of Central Consumer Protection Council? Tell me. Which one of the following is the chairperson of Central Consumer Protection Council? Prime Minister, President, Finance Minister, Minister in charge of the Department of Consumer Affairs. What? If that question can become in the form of question, because in this question that is asking who is the chairperson of Central Consumer Protection Council. So it may be possible the chairperson of State Council, the chairperson of District Council can also be asked. So please do not forget to remember. So for this, the right answer is D is the right answer. Okay, D will be the right answer. So that's all for today's class. So we have finished 2 acts. Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021 and the Consumer Protection Act. So I think all 2 acts finish. So this is your CAIIB video course, because right now we are doing the summary of your BRBL book and the questions. So if you want to take the content, this is your content, CAIIB. This is your content. Is that okay? So in the content, please focus on the recorded session. Please focus on the recorded session. That is important. Recorded session. Okay. This is CAIIB Prime Test Pack. each compulsory subject have a mock paper. So now, if you have just done with your paid class questions of mine, then it's a time to do the mock paper. Okay, and this is your CAIIB ka. This is the live classes which is going on, and this is your CAIIB ka Mahapack. In the CAIIB ka Mahapack, everything is given, plus marathon that we have conducted in the June session of each act, that is also given. Okay, so do not forget to take this CAIIB ka Mahapack also by using the coupon code, that is October 77. That's it. Okay.